So I'm getting close to actually putting the bolts in this. I still have a clearance issue here because I forgot to take that little chunk off right there where the gold is. And once I get that clearance issue, I'm going to double check this line here because it looks like I could come a little bit more open right at the top here and take a little bit off. Once I get that, then I think we're pretty good, and I'm going to try to find some places that I could spike this in. So we're going to give it a shot, see what happens. Alright, so we got a nice gap coming up. Got that relieved, so that's working out well. And that gap has kind of brought this in line, so this looks more perfect. So the next step is to see where we are going to pop some holes in here, which looks somewhat difficult. So we're going to have to do a little bit of thinking, try not to make mistakes, and see if I can get this thing pinned on. I'm pretty happy with this. And then I need to drill holes down there, which would love to do while it's on the car. And right now it doesn't look like that's happening unless I got a super long bit, which I might. But it'd have to be at the proper angle so I'm not coming through the wall. So we'll see. This car is just so tight. It's hard to do any of this stuff. Brings me back to the days when I said, you know, I want to do all the bodywork first and then build the car. And I should have. But everybody's like, no, you can't do that. And then halfway through my build, everybody on the channel is like, you should have done all the bodywork first. It's like, yeah, that's what I wanted to do. So in any case, because there wouldn't be an engine in the way for me to get the stuff, and I could hop in the car and I could drill and do whatever I need, but it is what it is. So I'm going to keep going here. Alright, so now I have 2 riv nuts. Ended up using a long bit. I was able to get in there fine. And then I oversized these holes a little bit. And so for right now, I'm going to do these 2, and I'm going to do the headlight itself. And then just kind of go from there, I think. Thinking maybe just the headlight, and maybe one right down here would be cool. Because there's just really, I mean, yeah, I could put one here, I could put one here, but that's a lot of, and those need spacers too, so we'll see. Maybe I'll get one at the bottom there. All right, so we got one side in. I got 2 bolts down there. Nothing here yet. We'll bolt something to the firewall later. Have to fiberglass it in. Looks like our spacer is a little big. I wonder if that's going to cause clearance issues for this. Spacer's a little too big, and we'll need a spacer over there. But yeah, one down, one to go. All right, so got it bolted in, got the headlight in. Now this side, I put the spacer inside the fiberglass, so the fiberglass is sitting on the spacer, and it's sticking way too far up. So logically, I put the spacer through the fiberglass, and now it's sitting a 1/4 inch too far in. Okay. So, doesn't make any sense, but okay. So I am going to call that good for now, just because I do want to test this engine fully enclosed and see how it does heat-wise. And I want to be able to take it down to Greg's place and be able to drive it. So he doesn't always have to come here, and then I could come down there and say, hey, what do you think of this? So that's kind of where we're at with this. So the next thing is to try to get it off these jacks, which is somewhat of a crazy process, but we're going to try to do that and bring the car down. All right, we got it on the ground. I'm pretty happy at this point. This is like a major milestone. And, you know, we got some issues with the hood where we're going to have to build this area up. You know, the one thing I'll say about this car is it's not 100% symmetrical. Like, for instance, you can see there's a decent gap there. I don't know, 1/2 inch we'll say. And then you come over here and, you know, it's 1/8 of an inch. Yes. And you know, it's based off the frame and the firewall, the body. So yeah, I don't know. It's just, you know, it's just hilarious, you know. And you could say, oh, well, you could carve this and move it back. Well, no, it has to match the valance, and the valance is pre-made on that side, and this is where you carve. So it has nothing to do with that adjustment. So, you know, is what it is. I'm not too worried about it. Unless someone's staring at, you know, both sides at the same time, which they can't, then I'm not worried about it. So, but yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about that. Now, the other thing I bought was these that are supposed to rebend the trunk and get it to where it fits perfectly. I haven't looked at the directions for that yet, but I have it. So that is probably the next project that I will be doing besides putting mileage on the car. I really wanted to get this on the ground and see how the heat is while, you know, take it out in the middle of the day when it's still pretty hot out and run that engine, make sure everything's cool. And yeah, so get this trunk going. And once the trunk's going, pretty much take it to Greg and say, what do we do now? Like, I know I need to sand this whole thing. I know I need to get rid of some of these pits still. But, you know, see what needs to be floated, see what doesn't need to be floated, you know, fix the cowl, if that's what it's called. And, yeah, man, this thing's rocking and rolling. So I'm pretty psyched. Probably take it out this afternoon, give it a spin, see what happens. a beast. It's running good. No overheating. Might need some adjustments on the transmission, but I'll let that work its way out when I got some decent miles, like 1,000 miles on it. Otherwise, it's running fine. So probably next step, hopefully, is dig into this trunk, see what we could do, and go from there. You know, I have the back fenders finished. It's just pointless to put on and then take off. So these were just to save my firewall from getting chewed up. But no panels fell off, so that's great. All right. Well, till next time, everybody. Have a great day. Good progress.